house. I thought I was going to get going today. I'm going to start this thing up and it won't start. So that's a little bit of a pain, a little bit of a setback. Dad's out of town and he's the one that knows more about diesel engines. You know, I can work on small gasoline engines and even my Jeep a little bit. The diesels, I'm about like Sergeant Schultz on Hogan's Heroes. I know nothing. So, between now and the time he gets back, I'm going to be milling a cedar log for a friend of mine. Get that done. Hopefully by the time I'm finished with that, I'll be back and have this thing running. Hopefully. If not, I don't know what I'm going to do. It'll put a big setback on the house because I have to have this thing to move the log square to the mill. And I don't feel like trying to move a, what is that, about a 24-inch round log, 10 feet long by hand. Well, I got this here lumber milled for my friend. I'll tell you, it's some beautiful wood. That's the first time I've ever milled cedar. I love it. Well, let me put it this way. I like it when it's dried. The log, the rod's been sitting out for a few years, so it's, you know, well seasoned. I don't think I would like to mill green cedar. I hate messing with that stuff when it's green. It's just so sticky. But Dad came back and I learned something new every day from him. He came over, took a hammer, tapped the starting solenoid on the starter, and tractor fired right up. So, learned that little trick. Got the log moved in place. Now I just got to get up the mill, start milling some lumber. The way this system works to get the log up on the mill is you have a hand winch here that runs down to the mill to this pulley right here. This pulley, it goes out over top of the log, under it, and back into here. When I get it up on the log up on the mill, then I take this cable, run it around that pulley down there, up to this pulley, around this pulley, down to that pulley, and back up to this one, and then it hooks right into here. And what that does then is when I turn the crank the winch, it operates this log turner here and will actually turn the log. So that really helps a lot with working. Safety gear is always good. I like to wear sunglasses while I'm just working around, but while I'm running the mill, you can't beat safety goggles. These are actually military surplus ESS goggles. You may look like a dork wearing them while you're working, but let me just tell you, they're great. For $15, you get the goggles themselves, tinted lenses and clear lenses. I can't even buy a good pair of sunglasses for that. Let's get to work. I have the logs squared off, what I want to do now is mark out all the lumber I'm going to get out of this log. What I need is one board that is 7/8 of an inch thick. I'll rip it with a skill saw later. So I'll cut it off the top here and then rip it with a skill saw later on. And then the rest of this log I'm going to turn into 1.5 inch by 6 inch boards, and those will be my top and bottom plates for the walls. So first I need a good place, flat area where I can draw on, so I'm going to go get the chainsaw and just cut this off smooth. Now I got a nice, smoother surface to draw on. So, mark my one piece. It needs to be 7/8 of an inch. So I'm going to get my special size board and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 16 1.5 inch by 6 inch plates. So here we have it. Along with that, I want to get 1, 2 other boards that I can use for boxing. So all in all, that's pretty good out of this one log. Now I'm not going to go by these exactly, because each time you run the saw through here, you're going to get what's called a kerf. What that is when you mill, it's the thickness of the blade. It's missing. So each individual bore I will have to measure. This is just to give me an idea of how I'm going to cut it and what's the best and most efficient way to mill this log. So go by this, get to milling, and then finish with this for the day and get to working on the house some. Well, that was an okay day's work. I wanted to get more done on the house itself, but right after I got done milling those 2x6s, thunderstorm moved in and pretty much stopped work on everything. It started out just a little bit of sprinkle and a little bit of thunder, but I saw on the radar on my phone that a really bad storm was moving through, so I loaded everything up, generator, power tools, and headed back to the house. Didn't want any tools to get wet, and I particularly didn't want my Jeep to get wet since I don't have the top on it. I remedied that this afternoon. I put soft top on that rascal. Got tired of getting caught out in the rain and cold snaps hitting without a top. It's not fun. Had to wait a few days. I got the wall started. You'll see that in the next video. I didn't really get to film the tail end of putting the wall together because I took quite a bad fall off of the back end of the house. It's about a 9 to 10 foot drop there. Stepping over a piece of plywood that was nailed onto the outer band of the house, and I was going to step onto the top plate, but I missed that top plate and I just went over. So the rest of the day, I didn't really feel like trying to film anything. I'm sorry for y'all, but we'll catch up on all that on the next video. Truth be known, I should just put all the tools away and quit. Did you hit the thumbs up button? Go ahead. It's pretty easy. It really motivates me to go ahead and get these videos out quicker. It takes me a little while to get them going when building the house, working on the homestead, and running a business all at the same time. I only get to work on about 15 minutes here, 30 minutes there. So go ahead and hit that thumbs up button. It really motivates me. Also, leave a comment if you have the time. Really appreciate it. I want to get some blacksmithing videos up here soon. I want to start doing more project videos. Now that I have some techniques on there, I want to focus on some smaller projects and then slowly work way into more complicated things. A little bit more challenging. We'll get into forge welding, doing mortise and tenons. So it's going to get really fun in the blacksmith shop. I'm really looking forward to doing these. I don't know when I'll get to start filming those, but hopefully sooner than later. So, hope you enjoyed this video, and we will see you next time.